Welcome back to the 2025 Australian Open here on the Gold Coast, and Selena and Chloe getting the job done in a marathon women's pairs final over Emma and Kaka from Malaysia. It's been a lot of fun so far this afternoon. Great to have your company around the country for the 25 AO. I'm here with Barry Lester to bring you the men's singles in just a moment. Looking forward to this, Barry.
I certainly am, yeah. I'm former teammates when I used to play in Victoria with Nathan Wilson. I know what he's capable of, and Aron Sherriff does know as well. But we know that this green, this environment is where Aron Sherriff does his best work.
Certainly does, going for 4 straight Australian Open titles. Nathan Wilson, though, he knows this stage too, clearly.
Yeah, Nathan Wilson, the former winner in 2014, the last winner when it was in Darebin before coming all the way to the Gold Coast. He'd love to win one in both venues.
Let's have a look at the 24 decider in which Aron Sherriff got it done over Cohen Litfin. This was some finish as well. Such a tight match.
Yeah, it really was. You know, we see Cohen there. He's just backing it up year after year, just a solid competitor, solid performer, and he took Aron all the way last year. Will we see a repeat this year?
Well, we nearly saw deja vu in the semi-final. They came up against each other once again. 21-19, Aron was able to defeat Cohen once more.
Yeah, Cohen, you know, back-to-back finals, a final and a semi-final is a huge effort for him, and Aron definitely had to do it the hard way because he was down game. So it's something no one really wants to experience leading into a final, but that might test a really important ingredient for Aron.
Certainly will. Let's look at the journey to the final for both these two gentlemen for the men's singles title opportunity. There's that scoreline, 21-19 over Cohen, but Nathan Wilson had himself really a comfortable victory over Corey Wedlock in the semi.
Yeah, very rarely can you beat, you know, Corey Wedlock by sort of around that 10-shot or more margin. But after having a chat with Nathan recently, he did say he got out to the blocks and he felt the weight early of the green over there at Helmsvale on the carpet. So it's definitely an important part of singles to be able to feel the weight early and run on with it after that.
Had a couple of fairly comfortable victories over Riley Garrick as well in the quarters, 21-13. So the overcast here still on the Gold Coast, a top of 22 degrees today. We had a bit of wind pickup in the previous match. The green speed going about 15 to 16 kilometres. It's really made for perfect bowls so far through the first 3 hours of play. That I think will change as well, though, as the day wears on and things get a little bit cooler as the afternoon progresses. What a wonderful Australian Open it has been now. A fortnight of action in the books. We have one big match remaining, the men's singles. 15 clubs have come together to bring this to you, and now Broadbeach once again hosting the culminating final as Barry Lester is set to go with Nathan and Aron. Let's hear their thoughts.
Thanks very much. Yes, I've got Nathan Wilson now. Nathan, you're a former winner. Your brother's won it twice. Would it be good to join the club with your brother and have 2 wins in the Australian Open singles?
Yeah, well, that's pretty much the only reason why I play this event, just to equal up, square out with Aron. If he wins another one, I'll probably try and square out with 3 again. So, yeah, it would be good.
Now, you haven't played in the Australian Open for a while. We had the event where COVID didn't go ahead. I think the last event you played was 2019. What's it like to be back here? You're a father now, you're a husband now, come back and try and win a title in a different sort of mindset.
Yeah. I'll probably try. Yeah, it's just good to be back. Good to be up in Queensland. Melbourne's pretty cold, so yeah, it's just take it as it comes, try and win.
And you had a great win against Corey Wedlock in the semi-final. You were saying you got your weight in that game really early. Is that really important when it comes to singles?
100%. It's all about drawing and play good bowls and see what happens. That's what it's all about.
Well, thanks for your time, Nathan. All the best today. And we've got Aron Sherriff here. Aron, obviously everyone's talking about it. I'll talk about it. You're going for 4 in a row. Do you think about that, or is it just process, mate? Go out there and do what you know how to do best.
Yeah, no, I think it's been process for me. I think the semi-final win was pretty. It was an emotional roller coaster, but now I'm here in my favourite rink in the world. I just want to put on a good show. I know I've got a fantastic opponent, so let's go and do what I do. And if he's better on me, better than me today, we'll say that.
And we talk about the conditions. You work here, you know the greens and that. Is there a sense of confidence knowing you've been there and done that before?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, the structure's changed a little bit, but the rink is magic. It's a good pace. Good draw on both sides. So I think whoever wins the draw battle is probably going to win this game. So that's where I'm at.
Well, all the best to both players. It's going to be a cracking final.
Sure is. Thanks very much, Barry. Great to hear from Aron and Nathan. And he does know these greens very well. works at Broadbeach, has prevailed here. As we mentioned, chance for the 4th straight. It's over 1,400 days since Aron Sherriff last lost a singles match at the Australian Open. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a crazy stat. I think it's going to take a lot to beat Aron. He's definitely one that plays with a lot of confidence, and if he gets his momentum going and gets his tail up, as we see a lot of support here. We love Nugget. He's a local here at Broadbeach Bowls Club, but a lot of support for Aron, and it's very much his ring. So I think Nathan Wilson will have some work to do, but he'll go down in history if he can beat the guy that no one has been able to do for the last few years.
He sure will. Liam Ellison, Lindsay Clark and Barry Lester with you in commentary to take you all through it. Nathan Wilson does come from a Bowls family, the younger brother of Disco, dual Com Games gold medalist. But he is not to be, I guess, overawed by the achievements of his brother, because he has prevailed on this very stage once before, back in 2014 when he was a youngster.
Yeah, he's definitely a talent. Lots of talent in the Wilson family. He's a bit of a larrikin too, so he's going to enjoy this experience, having a chat to the sideline, having a laugh. I think what's going to help Nathan is the fact that he is trying to, that brotherly banter. He's trying to beat Aron Wilson. Don't worry about Aron Sherriff. Don't worry about that, what's happening out there. He wants to try and reap the rewards on the home front.
Absolutely. Aron Wilson prevailing back in 2021 and 2013. He's going for title number 7, Barry. Here's Omar. What a moment.
Yeah, I think when I think of singles titles, major singles titles and big numbers, I always think of Steve Glasson, 9-time Australian indoor winner. And before the Australian Open existed, that was probably the blue ribbon singles event in Australia, the Australian indoor singles. And the great man, Steve Glasson, won 9 of them. And Aron Sherriff, well, he's a couple of way of joining Steve Glasson in that number 9. But Aron Wilson, he's picked up a couple of Australian Open singles titles himself over the years, and his brother Nathan wants to join him in that club. So, who let the dogger out is on the shirt over there of the family. It's great to see them getting right in the themes of things.
A singles format for the Australian Open, 4 bowls each, and it's the first player to 21 shots. They've even got the T-shirts to match, Barry.
Yeah, I'm just having a good crack at that logo, and I mean, that's Jess, his wife, on the end there. Parents in the middle, and Aron on the end, of course, and little baby Sophie must be, I think Jamie Lee's looking after her. But yeah, great family contingent. Obviously, very talented family. They bat so deep. All the Wilson brothers have had success in the sport of bowls, coming from country Victoria up near Bendigo. So yeah, it's a great bowling family.
Yeah, you got Corey Wedlock. He was just left of screen there as well. I think he'll have a foot in both camps. So obviously our pairs champion from yesterday, a good mate of both of these blokes. So he is sitting next to Omar's mother-in-law. So he better clap on the right side as we see Omar's family on the left there of Corey, his young daughter Zoe, wife Amanda. Connor's hiding in there as well. Lots of support for both teams here, and they're right next to each other, so it should get nice and rowdy down there as we kick this one off.
No surprise, ditch to ditch. Aron Sherriff, first delivery, and just missing under, as you see there. Nice wide drawing green. It has been all day long, but we've come to know that from Aron Sherriff, traditionally ditch to ditch. That's where he'll be go-to length, and he'll have a couple other lengths up his sleeve if need be, if things don't go quite to plan.
It's run really well today, this green, but less than 2 hours away from sunset now. I mean, that's going to be some changes, you think, over the next hour or so of play?
Yeah, I definitely think so, Baz, Liam. And is that going to play into things here? Like, it is a bit of a later start for Omar, which he's not used to. So we'll really be wanting to find this pace early, which he has done. A little spatter of applause because, a little foot away isn't close enough for the crowd for Omar.
Well, Linz, I remember when we used to play a lot of events on these greens back in the day, Trans-Tasmans, Multi-Nations, you name it. Glass would always be walking around the bank around that 3 or 4 o'clock mark. making sure we're pushing through the heads, pushing through the jack as the moisture just gets on the green a little bit, especially being overcast today. You'd expect the green to stay around this speed, but at 4, give it a yard more was one that you'd always hear. So I think players will be conscious of that. We probably will see the lights come on at some stage as well as we push into the second half of this match.
As you've known Nathan and seen a bit of him in play, is he a bit of an aggressive player as well? Is he more of a conservative draw type? What's his style?
Yeah, I'll probably refer to things like, you know, the UBC. Nathan's won the UBC. He's won a few golden touches. His ability to really dot the jack is, as you would know, Lindsay, in singles is very, very important. The ability to be able to really set yourself up with those first 2 bowls. And as we see, a great shot from Nathan here. Yeah, he has got a really good ability, like his brother Aron, to dot the jack or play strong draw shots, but definitely got the weighted shot if need be. And as I said in the pre-game interview, Nathan's life's changed fairly dramatically the last few years, married and now a dad. Aron Wilson, well, that's Aron Sherriff, that's a fair start. Playing a bit of weight early days, but yeah, Nathan Wilson, you've got to have all the shots in the book to get this far, and I think we'll see that.
He's trotting on after this one. I like this. A bit of energy on the rink here from Nathan. Has he got the run? Has he got the run? Oh, it's fallen out, I think.
Just second shot.
Aron Sherriff. This is 1-0.
And Aron Sherriff takes the first shot of the Australian Open men's singles final. Well, thanks to Tripadil. Check out their tour and cruise packages to amazing destinations like Asia, Europe, Antarctica and more. Head to tripadil.com.au.
So Nathan Wilson, 11 years on since winning the Australian Open singles in Darebin, the last Australian Open down there in Victoria before moving to the Gold Coast. He's a little bit shattered that his 2014 singles final was taken down from YouTube. and he said the only reason he's trying to win this singles is so he can get his singles win back on YouTube.
Is that right? Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Everyone needs their own motivation.
Yeah, if you know the Wilson family, they're much characters and great fellas, and loves a banter and a joke, does Nathan, and well, Aron does too, but Aron Sherriff so far playing that side of the rink. Lindsay, your favourite side?
Yep, that's good to know that I've taught old mate out here a few things. If he's playing, I'd just, even if you're new to this game, whatever this man is playing, you're kind of following. He's owned this rink for however many years. You would think he kind of knows what he's doing out there, so good to know. Nathan Wilson playing the opposite side though, probably the way the head's set up. Aron Sherriff just slightly behind the jack on this side. Gives him a chance to sit it through.
See Aron halfway down the rink already. Body language.
Just held off a little bit. Not a bad home. First and third shot there. Quite a unique delivery, hasn't he, Nathan? A little bit of a kind of overextended arm.
Yeah, he gets it out quite wide. Extended from his body.
Really good effort. And a good home as well. Missing in the right area. How important, Baz, do you think it is for Nathan to score early in this match?
Yeah, pretty good. I think, yeah, obviously we all want to score the first few ends and just to say you've ticked that box. But I think for me, it's just not letting Aron control the dominance of the rink. As we know, Aron knows this rink very well. He's won this title many times, but I think Dogger would be, when I say Dogger, for those our listeners, that's his nickname, hence the T-shirts. But yeah, I think he'll be wanting to try and either match or win that battle with Aron, that rink domination. Nathan, very, very accomplished player. Many state games for Victoria, many state titles. Only ever played his brother Aron once in a game of singles.
And
had a win.
Oh!
Back in the Victorian under-18s.
Change of hand here from Nathan. Backhand arriving.
Stalking this.
Needs to run.
Likes the look of it.
Needs to run. He's unlucky
fallen
again.
out.
Big effort, no reward.
A pair of singles to start it off for Aron Sherriff. 2 shots to zip after 2. Thanks to Drinkwise, you won't miss a moment. Drinkwise, Nathan Wilson did everything but convert here. Fantastic effort.
Either a touch higher or a touch more speed, and he's 2 shots. So, although not scoring, it's a pretty handy start to the first couple of ends for Nathan, just as he finds his way a little bit.
Aron Sherriff with those solid blue bowls, and Nathan Wilson with the blue and white, just to make things a little bit more interesting for our viewers at home. Handy home for Omar.
Yeah, right down the middle there. That's what you want early in the game. You want to nail that length. And nail the line down the middle. Third end into a game. Hitting that line straight up. That's what you want. Feel the weight to go with it. Both players there, right down the middle. It's definitely a bit of a hush here. Everyone really keen to see where this game goes. Had some cracking finals the last few years when it comes to the men's singles final. Once again, Aron down the middle.
Finding a great line.
Just a little over the speed there from Nathan. Again, not in a wasted area. Jacks are moving a lot out there when you're playing quality opposition. Danger here is allowing Aron Sherriff free reign of this forehand, this side of the green. He's so good at playing that line. Drops that one a little bit short. Not happy with himself.
Yeah, that's a decent gust there, Lindsay. That's probably the first gust we've felt all afternoon.
Looks like a little better pace on this. Needs a clear road to the jack. Hold round it. Just crashing into it. Good second.
Aron looking for 4 feet away. Just going to pull up.
Still Omar. Playing out in a similar fashion to the first 2.
This is probably the time, though, Lindsay, off the back of your question about scoring. Not a lot can go wrong here for Nathan. I think he has the tee
see some form of attacking, arriving shot, looking to trail jack, sit Aron Sherriff's nearest. He's going to miss under.
Stocking under. Oopsie days.
Look out.
Not the ideal way you want to score, but that's bowls.
Some fortune for Nathan, but he is on the board regardless. 2 shots to 1 after 3 ends here in the AO men's singles final on the Gold Coast, all thanks to Tripadil. Omar with an early lead.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Australian Open. Thank you to Tripadil. What a fantastic site that is. The Gold Coast, home of the Australian Open for 2025. And as we see there, great place to come and play bowls, but Broadbeach Bowls Club right now sees that Aron Sherriff is up 5. He's up to 5-1. That's a really good start. And we've got Lindsay down rinkside, and he's with a very special guest. Lindsay, tell us more.
Thank you, Baz, here with a very, very special guest, Shane Globitz, our inaugural winner 20 years ago, mate, the Australian men's singles champion. How does that feel?
Very long time ago, but very pleased to be on the honour board with some of these very special people, especially someone like Aron Sherriff out there, the GOAT of the Australian Open, but very pleased.
Tell us about the Australian Open back then compared to now. How's it changed?
Very different. Obviously, there's still a lot of competitors back there, but it's a new concept. And it was something that was put together to sort of springboard a few people into the national selection. And lucky enough for me, it put me in the eyes and gave me that run for Australia. And but it's phenomenal. Up here right now, the vibe is unreal. It's been going fantastic for obviously 20 years. It's going to go for another 20 easy.
So you got all the way through to the pointy end and played this guy out here. Everyone was thinking 20 years on, you're going to come back and take down the king. Wasn't to be, but you did really well.
Just too old. Too old. No, Omar played some sensational bowls, converted exceptionally well. Good game in the mix there, but it just showed why he's the GOAT.
Very good. And look, tell us about a bit of a story. Obviously, you were our champion 20 years ago, but some tough times in your house, had some dramas going on, lost a fair bit of stuff?
Yeah, unfortunately, about 7, 8 years ago, we had a house fire. Lost everything in the house. But as far as this stuff goes, I lost all my medals and Aussie gear and all that sort of stuff. So that was a bit tough, but the main thing, no one was hurt, and yeah, you can replace stuff. So.
That is true, and replace we can, because we have got a new medal for you, a nice shiny new one. So I'm going to present this to you, Shane Globitz. 20 years on, 2 decades, mate. A very special place in our heart and in our Australian Open history. So our men's singles champion, congratulations. Very well deserved, and we hope to see more of you out there on the bowl screen going forward.
No worries, thanks, Linz. Thank you very much to Bowls Australia to do this. Like I said, very dear time in my career. And to get this again is fantastic. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well done, Glowboy. And back to you, Baz.
Very special, Lindsay. Great piece to see Shane Globitz here, rinkside, enjoying the action. And 20 years on, the first ever winner of the Australian Open. And great touch from Bowls Australia and our staff to get involved and give Shane Globitz his much-deserved Australian Open singles medallion that was lost in a house fire. So very special, great to see, and great job, Lindsay, and everyone involved. All the best, Shane, and to your family moving forward. Nathan Wilson there, great shot on the backhand. With a fist pump after Aron Sherriff picking up the 3 on the previous end. It's just what he needed to respond. Clear the front or get into his own. That works. Aron Sherriff now holding 1. Nathan Wilson.
Reckon we'll do that a couple more times yet, Baz?
Yeah, well, I know them all, so I might end up rattling all them off by the end of the game. But, I mean, he's got a really good opportunity here. He can play the aggression we know he's capable of. Backhand with weight. Looking through his front one into Aron Sherriff's shot bowl. He has to kick the jack back. He's got the back stuff as well here, Nathan Wilson. The man they call Dogger. He's got his mates down there at WebDoc watching from the work site. Needs to get down.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Might be 2 down now, but good areas.
Official to confirm, but popping out to the advantage of Omar. It's a great bird's eye view. Good afternoon, sun here at Broadbeach, and another 2 on the board for Aron Sherriff. Now 7 shots to 1 after 5, thanks to OMF. Sleep deeper, recover faster, perform stronger.
Yeah, it's getting to that tricky time of the day. The shadows are starting to come across a little bit. Sort of half of the green in sunlight and half in the shade. So just got to persevere through this for the next little portion of this match.
There's definitely a large chunk of shadow now over the green. I think once the players have completely settled into this game, which they're not far off now, they'll block all that out. Nathan Wilson. Stevedore is his job title down there at the Web Docks in Melbourne. So shout out to all the crew supporting Nathan today. And we know where Aron Sherriff's support crew is, right here at Broadbeach Bowls Club, where he works as a greenskeeper. His office is about 30 metres from where he is now. As both players look into this sun heading north.
Pretty handy starters there from Aron. Foot or so from the jack right in front. Not happy with it though. Or is it the sun in his eyes? He's not too sure.
See this lovely late turn here as the jack gets closer to the tee across these two games. Lindsay, we see when these jacks are close or up near that sort of more worn area, we see the bowls getting back to the target really nicely.
The last one's 14 inches.
Omar just checking in. How much more weight does he need? 14 inches as a reply. Anything on that and a little bit more sitting the shot bowl would be handy. Just a touch high. It has stayed up on the back of the rink though.
Nathan Wilson, can you repeat the dose? 2 down the same is the key here. Just really get that rhythm going. Needs it to drop in. Weight's good enough. Oh, not quite, I think.
Lagged up next to it, which is interesting for Aron here because there's a chance he could play a little bit more firmer, remove both bowls for 2, or he draws it off himself. Couple of options. Beautiful shot there of the Gold Coast sun coming down late.
So it's going to be big weight here from Aron Sherriff. Well, firm weight anyway. Just looking to promote or sit something here. He's on the charge.
Couple of angles, just needs the inside edge. Oh, he's just got the wrong edge of it. No change though. Still 1 to Nathan Wilson.
A little switch on the backhand here, Linz. Trail the jack for 3. Or does he just stick to what he knows? Stay on the forehand?
Yeah, no, I think I'm with you, Baz. A change to the backhand. You don't want to, at this point now, there's no right of reply from Omar. You don't want to be rolling his second bowl up for shot. So play the safe shot and probably the shot that's got more advantages for you. More gains, draw a second, touch on the jack for 3.
He's definitely there, Nathan. He's trying hard.
Just needs to hang around a bit. Needs to hang around a bit. Oh, he's played it well.
Just an inch away from trailing it. Great effort.
Not sure if he's hung around for 2 or not.
Turning very lately, that hand.
Two it is in the end for Nathan Wilson. Important end for him. Back to 7 shots to 3 here in the AO men's singles final, thanks to Tripadil here on the sunny Gold Coast. So do not go anywhere. Welcome back to the 25 AO, thanks to Tripadil. Look at that, what a stunning coastline along the Gold Coast as the afternoon wears on and the sun beaming down here in the final match of this fortnight-long Australian Open, the men's singles final. Aron Sherriff taking on Nathan Wilson. We join you in the 7th end with Omar holding a 7 shots to 3 lead in this first 21 format.
Yeah, Nathan Wilson currently hanging on to, we think, 1, but Aaron Sherriff, 3 seconds here. Won't be shy of this one. Stalking it down. Not indicating too much. He's probably done enough for 1, I'm not sure.
I think so. Gee, it's close though.
Yeah, it was worth a real good go there. It's enough for 1 blue. Could have been 3 or 4, but he'll take it.
1 shot to Aron Sherriff.
Sure will. Improves the equation. 8 shots to 3 for the home clubman.
And that it was in the good area. That's definitely a great shot from Aaron. Few results on hand there. Nice area. Good weight. So important when you're looking to play those weighted shots. So many times you can maybe go too big. Bowls leave the rink. Aaron then just played that weight for his bowls to hang around. And as we saw, that bowl stayed around the jack for shot. That's the experience of Aaron Sherriff. Not only the ability to play the shot, but the ability to play the right shot for the right environment. Shot selection, such an important part of the game in all disciplines. We're in full shadow now. The sun's behind the clouds. Nathan Wilson sticking to that forehand.
Great start for Omar on this ditch to ditch length.
Just lagging a little bit short. He's definitely leaving the door open a bit for Nathan. He's not as dominating yet, even though he's still in the area. I don't feel like he's quite got his swagger on. So Nathan really needs to make the most of this opportunity while he can. Just needs to get down some. Just holding off a little bit.
Good weight. Just a bowl high there.
Nice to see the sun disappear a little bit now. Oh, he's just tipped that. Still probably holding on to 1. He has got the back one now as well. But the rink in full shade. That'll help the boys.
It's like the other side of the rink, Lindsay's out of bounds. There's been so many bowls played on this side of the rink in both directions. I mean, this forehand is so popular for both players. Choosing to come down here, find a line, and he's done it. Nathan Wilson, that'll do.
What a shot.
They're just playing the majority of their game on this forehand.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, it might be different today than normal because Omar did start on the other side of the rink. That's generally the more favoured traditionally. So this time of day could be slightly different. Lots of opportunities here for Aaron. Seems to be in the area. Passing the front. He's just missed under. Good weight. There's a shot on here, Baz. There's only one of Omar's in there if Nathan is brave enough to play the pop. Get onto his front bowl, which is locked onto Aaron's for 3, maybe 4 if he stays. The risk is if he's onto the jack, Aaron is waiting behind.
Yeah, the reason I have a little chuckle, Lindsay, is I do know Nathan and I know his game pretty well. I do know he's at times of the nature to attack and play something like this. Maybe 10, 20 feet away, looking to land that cannon, stay for 4. Worst case scenario, maybe drop 1. Definitely got this shot in his book.
Looks like he's having a look at it.
He's having a look all right.
Indicating anything.
Nathan Wilson.
Is he down enough? Oh, he's made a good effort. I like to see that though. Wasn't afraid to have a go, and there's not many times you probably have a chance to get 3 or 4 against a great Aaron Sherriff, so fair effort.
Third and 1 for Nathan Wilson to bring it to 4 shots to 8, trailing Omar.
just winning the end against Aron is so important, trying to dictate the length. Maybe a shorter or a longer jack, or just changing something up here. Okay, so it is a shorter jack. I think you'll see now everyone sort of starting to reach for their jackets, and as we're probably at our coolest part of the day. You start to see the green just stand up a little now. As we see there, so people just starting to look a bit chilly. Lights are on.
Like that. Omar's taken his shades off, which is good to see. He needs to focus in, zone in on that jack now. Although the sun's popped out a little bit again. Really lovely start there after scoring. That's the first bowl you're after. Next end.
I mentioned that ability to dot the jack early, Lindsay. Going to have to.
Great reply here from Aron. Nice, give himself a bit more space.
He's going to have to do it again because this man's never far away. Forcing the switch over the backhand, Nathan Wilson. Through the shadows. Can he hang on for shot? Not quite there.
One down.
We're battling a little bit of glare over here, a bit of sun. It's lovely and warm though. Beautiful conditions, hardly a breath of wind.
It's calmed down from earlier in the day.
It's good shooting. Nice area there for Nathan Wilson. Gives him some insurance. How much better is it for a player, Lindsay, to be able to step onto the green and you know, step onto the mat and look down the head and know you've got those bowls waiting as an insurance, you know, to give you the ability to be reaching and sitting and trailing?
Yeah, look, it's a massive, massive advantage. It's why, you know, as a lead or with your first couple of bowls, you really want to be giving your bowler a chance. You know, you're finishing pass, so if you happen to drop short, you end up on the jack. So that was a big mantra brought into our game in a Jackaroos program early. Try and get that yard pass, and if you finish short, you'll be in some sort of good zone. You're not going to do too much damage back there, and they're always going to come into play. A little bit of a loose end from the boys here, and loose, I mean loose in terms of their standard. Still some very good bowls there.
Yeah, it's a tricky one here. Like, Aron can afford just to arrive for the shot bowl, sit it for two, trail it down the line for maybe one or two. I think you'll find he might be just having a little peek at this shot bowl here. He is.
I was going to say nothing for tight, but he got away with it, I think, there.
It's close.
Camera angles say blue, but measure it is.
So he was, Aron Sherriff, just having a little look at that shot bowl down through that funnel. Quick tape, we'll find out.
Yeah, one blue. Aron getting away with that one there. Lots of chances.
Shot to Aron Sherriff. Extends his lead to 9-4.
Other end to Omar. And after 9 ends, it's 9 shots to 4. With Aron on the mat, rolling the jack here. Afternoon sun wearing down in the AO men's singles final.
as that bowl creeps into the shadows and creeps near the jack. Sliding past, just a foot.
He's gone back to the other side of the green, Baz. He tried this one, give that away. He's gone back.
Yeah, as I said before, Lindsay, it was like that hand, no one wanted to sort of take the gamble and give it a go. And
such a good arc on it, though, as we see here. This is more the standard we're used to with these boys.
I just feel with the east-west grain of the green, as the sun sets, the conditions can slightly change. And maybe as that sun sets, that side is turning nicely. Both players have found it pretty quickly here. Lindsay's favourite side.
You know Aron quite well, Baz. Does he relive any of the memories and use that to build the confidence going into today? I'm just thinking of that last bowl he played against Cohen, down that side, played it so well. Is that something he's bringing into that match to help him motivate? Or
I think so, and as he said in the commentary before the game, in the interview, you know, it's a great green. He knows the green well. I love the green, so I think some players really go to a lot of levels and really finding out and studying previous performances on surfaces and events. But to think, yeah, Aron played a match winner 12 months ago on that hand to draw a front touch. You'd think he'd come out and play that hand, but once again, it's percentages, as you know. Where do you feel your best game is and what hand's it on? Some players might like forehand, but only long ends versus short ends and so on. So I'm sure Aron knows exactly where his strengths and weaknesses are.
quite sent it here, Nathan. Gee, the line was good. Yeah, danger territory here. It's only got one in the head. Omar's got the next three. Might be a change of hands from Aron.
I like this from Aron, though. See how slow he's walking?
It's not like him.
No.
But you like it.
I do, because I think after having a slightly loosish end, I think he's just saying, just stay on tempo. Don't need to rush, and you don't need to rush back to the mat. He did that against Cohen to play the match winner. I noticed he just went back down, didn't rush back to the mat. Just trying to stay composed here. Aron Sherriff just going through.
Yeah, I like, he played good weight for what he was after there. Anything on the jack, he's 2 or 3 up. He sits Nathan's bowl, he's 2 or 3 up. So the right idea, just held off a little bit. We've seen it happen on that forehand going down that direction. Still loads of supporters in the crowd wanting to be a piece of history. Whatever happens here, whether the king can get beaten or the king reigns supreme again, it's definitely going to be another moment in time.
Nathan Dogger Wilson from the Altona Bowling Club.
This will be good weight here. Oh,
1 in, 1 out. Or maybe 2 in.
Looks like it might be. Lovely
Close.
shot regardless.
A couple of Altona members in the crowd made the trip up.
And there's the 2 peach paddles in the air from the marker. Important end for Nathan Wilson. Closes the gap to 3 shots, 6-9 after 10 ends here in the men's singles final. Thanks to Tripadil here. Stunning Gold Coast beaches right here at Broadbeach Bowls Club. Don't go anywhere. Broadbeach Bowls Club is the setting here for the men's singles final. Aron Sherriff on the 11th end just took a 2 from it to lead 11 shots to 6. First to 21 of your new 2 bowls. And let's have a look now at the right at home analyzer. And it's a close look at the 2 forms of these 2 bowlers.
Yeah, thanks, Liam. Yeah, we've got both players taking similar size backswings, but Nathan Wilson starting with the bowl further away from his body. Similar size steps. And what I really like to see is both players, they get their torso down And as the bowl's released, torso moves forward and then come up after release. Lindsay, how important is it when you take a big step like they both do, get forward, but to stay down through the release?
Yeah, very much so, Baz. And I think that both boys, they're kind of very similar in terms of their footwork and their step size, how they're able to stay down and follow through their delivery. There's no real pop-up, which can affect your weight control, really stable, and they just repeat it time and time and time again. So obviously a big reason why they're both out here in the men's singles final this year.
And you see different grips there. Aaron Sherriff with a bit more of a palm grip, bowl right in the back of his hand. And then Nathan Wilson, a bit like the great Kelvin Kirko, OAM, a bit more of a fingertip grip bowler. No right or wrong, but it's making sure that bowl's centred in the hand.
Yeah, that's right. And you just got to feel comfortable with it. There's such a wide variety of deliveries and techniques and styles. You've just got to find out what works for you and, yeah, make sure it's smooth, stable, and repeatable at the end of the day.
Yeah, both great techniques. Both get the bowl away really nice. And that's the result. Using the right size equipment too, I feel is very complementary to the right grip. So if you're new to the game or maybe not sure what size equipment to use, speak to your local coach. It's an absolute coach killer out there using the wrong size equipment. Aaron Sherriff just falling short. Can Nathan Wilson double up here?
Yeah, it's a real big opportunity for Nathan here. Aaron Sherriff dropping 3 short of Jack. Any draw up, a little bit of movement's all good. It's pretty well set up at the moment. Another one just passing here. Andy.
It's well fortified at the moment with a pair of bowls remaining.
So Aaron Sherriff, the 6-time winner. Looking for number 7, looking for 4 in a row. He's looking to edge this bowl out of the head here or trail the jack round the corner. He's just going to finish high here. Get another one in there though. Well, Nathan Wilson, if you can see enough of this jack, he'll be looking to trail it out of there for 3, maybe 4. Weight's good enough. Will he get a clear run?
To get down or around, curl it in.
Getting down.
Yeah, just hanging off.
So just a bit of body language from Nathan, just suggesting that hand's not turning as much as he suggested. I just feel as that sun sets,
One shot to Nathan Wilson.
the western side's become a little bit wider.
Another single from it for Nathan Wilson, his 5th end that he's won. Omar has 8, 11 shots to 7.
Full house in here. Great to see people from all places around the world. Great to see plenty of juniors as well. We see our junior events going on throughout the day. Look down there in the corner there, not far from Sherriff camp, young Tyler Parkinson. Young junior academy player from here, Broadbeach, over in the corner there. He's just knocked off school. He's got his school bag, his school gear, and he's rushed down to watch his hero, Aaron Sherriff, play. And shout out to Tyler's dad. Recently got married to his wife, Jane, director of the club.
See a lovely start there from Nathan. Yeah, the boys going really good in this direction. They're really able to find their line and weight quite consistently.
And that's that jack dotting that Nathan can do. Aaron said, well, you can't be setting up targets for me, though.
Great reply. Too good. We see in the corner there, Damien Delgado behind our young juniors. He's a men's para gold medal single winner.
Yeah, fantastic, Damo. Great player.
Back-to-back champion titles for him, he was telling us. Fair effort.
You got to love that. School bag, school clothes. That's what the game's all about. Absolutely loves his bowls. Great sport to get your kids involved into. Very inclusive. Linz, your kids? Bowlers, future?
No, mate, no. So Ken's my daughter, my 9-year-old. She's a bit more arty, so she's into dance and drama and all that kind of stuff. And Harvey's just fast, so he just wants to run and go. So bowl's probably not for him right now, but maybe one day.
Nathan Wilson looking to dislodge that shot bowl. Missing height.
Yeah,
made it a little bit harder with his next there.
He has. I was talking to Nathan Rice a few weeks back. His young son, Levi, never interested in the game at all, and he has found a love for it of late, and just selected in the Queensland junior team. Omar Catcher is his own bowl. Another one in their head, but set up a bit of a target here.
Yeah, very, very tricky head here for Nathan Wilson. He can decide to play weight here, looking to get his front one through the 2 shot bowls of Aron Sherriff's, but he doesn't want to get his own 2 out. Nathan Wilson takes his front 2 out clean. He's 3 down.
Yeah, I think weight's probably important here.
It's probably that weight we spoke about before. If he can somehow play into his own bowls and have them hang around.
He's going big.
Yeah, I sensed he might. Needs something solid. Missing under.
How does Omar look to add to this?
Yeah, look, he's just nothing to lose here. Drawing up on the backhand. No danger, no dramas if he gets his own onto the jack. Can play this shot with confidence. He's played 2 really good ones down the backhand so far. These are the free kicks you'd love to be getting when you're in singles mode.
And they can come out of nowhere, Lindsay. Nathan Wilson's first bowl this end was right on it. And Aron Sherriff sat it immediately, and getting the shot back straight away is key to this game.
Very handy too for Aron. Increases his tally to 13 shots to 7. Significant buffer, 8 shots away.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a player of the tournament announced at the end of this after we have the presentations. There's been some outstanding performances right across the Australian Open. He'll be the one that walks away with that coveted trophy. There's been some brilliant performances this year, Lindsay.
There has, and a lot of consistent players getting to the pointy ends of events, so it's definitely going to be a hotly contested trophy, that one. Good little carrot to play for as well for the players that are doing really well across multiple disciplines.
With big fields, it's hard to get deep in any event, but for some players to get deep in multiple events, it's hats off, isn't it?
Very true, very true. And I mean, probably see it more so in the women, a lot of similar consistent performers making it to the pointy end. If you're in good form, you're winning a lot of matches, got the confidence up, so it does happen. Still a little bit of room here in this direction.
It is the new hand though, isn't it? Both players electing to play the inside hand closest to the clubhouse.
Yeah, I think on that side of the green baz, they've been able to nail their line much better. They were probably lagging a little bit high and getting stuck out wide on this forehand side in this direction. So the weight will come if they've nailed the line.
Needs connection. Nathan sailing through.
Omar with a shot in the tee.
Sometimes when you haven't quite nailed it with your first 2, you can start to search for the shot, or you might revert back to another hand. Be interesting to see here what Nathan chooses to do. Hasn't quite found it this occasion on his 2 backhand attempts. Does he go back out to the forehand side where he found it earlier, or just take some weight off? Correction is key. All those years ago when Nathan Wilson won the 2014 Australian Open singles, he took down some big names. He's looking to do that again today as he corrects nicely.
Can you recall the final that year, Baz?
Yeah, he defeated Brett Wilkie, and it was at night. It was at night at Darebin. Yep. But some of the names that Nathan beat that year, David Ferguson, Scotty Tholburn, yeah, some big names. So he had to do it the hard way. And he's going to have to do it the hard way today, beating Aron Sherriff on his home green. Doesn't get any harder than that. Of course, the winner of this event gets an automatic entry into the Australian Indoor Singles. And then the winner of the Australian Indoor Singles elevates you to the World Indoor Cup. So it's a big championship to win this. Lots of rewards.
I just see Omar missing high again on that forehand with a bit of pace.
Looking to trail the jack for 3 or 4 there, Aron.
Opportunity here. Same bowl for Nathan. Looks like a pretty relaxed kind of character, Baz, out there.
Yeah, I think Aron's with us, Lindsay. You're noticing that hand's lost a bit of arc. I think just since the sun's really moved around, that hand's straightened up a little bit, but Nathan won't get too many more opportunities like this to draw another one.
Wide open for the second shot. And he's there.
Yeah, looks good enough from this angle, I think. Yep.
Formation from the marker. Just held up and a couple from it for Nathan Wilson, his 3rd multiple of the final. So far, 9 shots to 13.
Yeah, you can just see Aron there a little bit bemused with that hand. So the players, and this is, we've spoken about this before, Lindsay, conditions will change from the weather, from the wind and so on. And I think with the shadow, the temperature and the sun, I think we're seeing that the western side now a little bit more forgiving, and both players choosing to play that side now.
Yeah, it's for Aron. It's probably worse for Aron because he knows this rink so well and it's not doing what he thinks, whereas Nathan's just like, oh, so that hangs a bit, I'll go narrower. So it's, I guess, a matter of playing what you see as opposed to playing what you think it should be doing.
Of course, the green, as it does get a little bit cooler late in the day, the grass does stand up a touch, even though they're quite dormant this time of year. And as that happens, conditions can change. So both players not quite nailing at that end, but as the score gets to 13-9, only 4 in it. And of course, first to 21. Can't see an extra end like we did previous match.
Yeah, I still feel like, yeah, both these boys haven't quite hit their straps yet. I think if one of them can, I think they'll go, but if one of them can, maybe the other lifts as well and just zone in a little bit tighter.
Yeah, it looks to be pretty good, this one from Aron. All 4 bowls on a great line. Someone had to nail the weight, and there it is. Nathan Wilson needs to find probably about 3 feet here, enough just to pass his own, sit the bowl, trail the jack. Well, it's giving him a half-decent second there in the back door.
Things have just cooled down a touch as the sun's gone behind the cloud cover.
Yeah, definitely. Looking to repeat. Yeah, well, Aron Sherriff, he's done that. He's holding 2. Nathan Wilson, well, he's got the backest bowl.
That's even better than his previous bowl. He hasn't really set up too much of a target either. So, yeah. Let's see a change of hand here, perhaps, Baz. Is Nathan going up to have a little look? Fortunately, he's got his own right on the line, which is
reduce his ability to kind of go straight at the 2 bowls. So it might be more of a swinger or just over the draw.
Yeah, his primary target is definitely the jack. Secondary target would be half the blue shot bowl into the other bowl of Aron's. And that means to get that secondary result, he has to play enough weight so those bowls leave the head. So I think it'll be solid weight here, looking to kill the jack for 2 or remove both bowls. He's switching to the forehand though. Looks to me like it's sit the jack high bowl. He's given a chance here. He's trying to get through that split.
Oh, he's
not bad.
Played it as good as he could play. That really tough kind of draw or draw just over the draw type shot. Still 2 down. Probably deserved a little bit better, but not to be.
Yeah, big attempt there from Nathan. A couple of mil left or right. He either sits the shot bowl and stays for second, or a little bit higher, and he probably flops in for shot there. So that's what we spoke about previously, Lindsay, about when you see a head, you've got to back yourself in. What works for you? Nathan clearly feeling comfortable on that forehand.
Chance for a 3rd for Omar. Oh, that's a little helping hands. And that is not what he drew up, but a big moment nonetheless in this match. It'll mean Omar's now 5 shots away from the title.
Aron Sherriff now leads 16-9.
It's a part of bowls.
Yeah, look, he's only probably a bowl tight of what he was after. Had perfect weight.
16 shots to 9 here in the men's singles final. We're approaching the pointy end of this one. 15 ends in the books between Omar and Nathan Wilson. Welcome you back in the 17th end, thanks to Tripadil here on the Gold Coast. Nathan Wilson with a lovely draw, had a toucher and a single from it to make the scoreline 16 shots to 10 in favour of Aron Sherriff. Is Nathan on the mat, rolling the jack and opting for a shorter length this time. Liam Ellison, Lindsay Clark and Barry Lester with you in commentary for this men's singles final.
Yeah, I think it's time to go for Nathan. Liam, it's just needs to string a couple more ends together, bring a bit of energy, get up and about. He's a big character when it comes to bowls, and all his friends that are here, that flown up and that to watch, they know that they'll want to see him get up and about if he wants to try and peg back this deficit against Aron. But Aron will just do Aron things. Cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, change of tactic as well here with the length. Nathan bringing the mat right up, a couple of metres back from the minimum. Just trying to change something. Can't really throw Aron Sherriff off though.
Don't mind this switch from Nathan. He gets 3 looks at it now. See that strong draw as it really works its way back to the jack there. Definitely a little bit more draw around the tees. Just from general wear and tear. Aron not quite reaching here. Nice second though. Well, maybe not quite, but right on track.
Yeah, it's a not bad home either. Kind of covers up the backhand, just over draw weighted shot. Need to play it a little bit more perfect now, Nathan Wilson. It's a run.
Okay, right on track. He's just left it short.
Cuts out 1.
See what this does. Aron knows. There's another one in there. Nathan might go searching for that shot bowl.
Yeah,
what do you think, Linz? Is it time to take a risk? Is it time to take a risk? Take that bowl out clean, put it through the jack.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there'd still be a lot of room, you would think, for Aron Sherriff to draw if he gets the bowl out clean, but
He's probably slightly off his most perfect game, but he's doing enough at the minute to be in front, 16-10. Definitely have to go now, I think.
This is that one. This is that shot.
He's having a look at it.
Shot bowl clean.
Still
or
watching.
Through jack.
Just missing on the high side. Gave it a real good crack. That's what you want to do. You want to come away, win, lose or draw, knowing that you give everything you could and took your chances when you wanted to. Omar giving himself a little pep talk. It's a pretty lonely game, singles, Baz. Are you a fan? You prefer the team dynamic?
Yeah, by far. Yeah, especially growing up playing a lot of team sports, but definitely in singles. Yeah, you've got to find a way. You see there, Aaron. You'd never see that from him. You just definitely got to find a way that within yourself to stick to your game plan. But Aaron, you know, only one effective bowl there. You're not going to get that opportunity very much against Aaron, but Nathan just missing his runner. But so Matt up.
He's given away his long end tactic. Put it in the too hard box for now.
So both players on the edge of opening this game right up. Either Aaron to open it up and run away with it, or Nathan to potentially gain some momentum or find a trigger point that gets him up and about. Usually a very energetic player is Nathan Wilson as he releases this one on the forehand. Back to that forehand, he played well on at the start of the match. As we see there, strong draw around these tees. Nice shot there, Nathan Wilson. Sherriff, great line again.
I'm wondering if the moment is feeling big for Omar. Like, everyone's been talking about this crazy record, and you know, he wants this so badly, and probably just off his normal standard. But like I said, doing enough to be scoring, which is all you have to do. You don't have to be nailing the jack. You've just got to get closer than your opposition. But we've seen him win finals playing sublimely.
Just a case of a little bit more weight here. Both bowls on really good lines.
There's the adjustment.
He'll be happy with that one. He's found his zone again.
Needs to drop in hard, Nathan, for it to be any chance. Just finishing high. So the majority of the players, the bowls played this end, right down the middle. Aaron Sherriff looking to cover potentially a trail here. Just forehand, get out to a nice high spot, covering any jack movement that Nathan Wilson might be after.
Then run, brings in another.
Great track. So 2 up for Omar.
So shake of the head, he knows he's not quite exactly where he was after, but still a really good bowl.
Yeah, he's left a little chance for Nathan Wilson to play a shot here for 2, potentially 3 up. Any movement on this jack.
So now I was thinking backhand earlier, but it might be forehand both bowls now.
Doesn't like it. Does not like it. It's wide out of the hand and he knew it.
A missed opportunity. And now Aron is 2 away.
19-10 lead.
to it immediately.
2 shots away from a magnificent victory. Nathan Wilson just frustrated with himself there. It's okay, mate.
Just making sure the mat went back to where it belongs. Yeah.
Love it about singles. You're never out of it. You are never out of it until the last bowl has been played.
Sherriff, nice start. Forehand, quite a long length, back to around that 32-metre mark. Nathan Wilson, I think he's just got to...
Nathan's just got to keep fighting here. He's just got to be getting his bowls in the areas, make Aron work for this. Don't want to hand it to him on a silver platter.
Yeah, just give every bowl a chance. Just know, like you said before, Lindsay, Nathan just wants to come off this green no matter what. Just say, you know what, I tried everything. Tried a few shots. Tried to match Aron on the draw. Yeah, and switch here to the backhand or look to play some weight. Just try and work under that front one, looking for the jack. It's not there. It's not a bad head of bowls though so far. Nathan nailing his line there.
We're finding good areas. On the right track. That's helped things, plus the touch-up.
Yeah, he's stuck the jack out there a little bit there now.
All of a sudden holding 2 or 3 with that jack movement. So Nathan Wilson, he's looking for a clean out here.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose. He's already championship down. Give himself a big chance here.
A lot of weight.
Oh my goodness.
There.
No, that's, yeah, that's, even though he connected on the front, that's actually pretty stiff, but wow.
I'd love to see that again in slow-mo. What gap did he get through when he got that feather? That was...
That was literally in the area. It was a millimetre off getting the jack, but to get that hole, wow, yeah. Holes for bowls, as they say, but that is as stiff as it gets. If he takes one bowl out there or moves the jack, he's back in this head, but...
Wants to tuck it in. That's a great effort. He's finished pass, though. It's handy. What does Nathan do here? It's a go again. It's his game down. There's plenty of options for him. Take your time to think about it.
Now he's cleared the target right out.
A little bit of...
Same, maybe.
Yeah, Omar's standing over there, a couple of deep breaths, wondering, is this the moment? He's done all he can in this end.
Is it definitely just the one or a measure for a second, Lance?
I think he was looking at a measure for the second, so...
It looks very in play to end it here. Let's see.
Playing a little bit more conservative.
Backhand runner.
I don't know if it's getting down or not. Looks high. Oh, he's probably done enough to make it go to another end. It's only the one.
Confirm, it sure is. 20 shots to 10. And that runner has kept Nathan in it, only just.
Yep, Aron Sherriff was almost had his hands on another title, but not to be that end. Gonna have to play one more good one.
Backhand it is. Aron Sherriff. Plenty of experience here, of course. He'll stay patient, he knows. Just follow that process, stay in routine, stay in rhythm. Keep the game on his terms. Just can't let any externals creep in now. It's all about what you see down this rink. Nice starter, nice line anyway from Nathan. Will it get there? It's pretty handy. 18 inches, 20 inches short.
Yeah, he's just got to keep applying the pressure, I think. Keep making Omar play. Just hanging wide a little bit down here again. He's probably pretty determined to be up with that one, I think, Omar, after lagging the first one a little bit short. Gives himself an opportunity.
Nathan Wilson, 3 or 4 feet to count here, just needs to double up. And he's done enough to count. Still too much room for me, for Aron Sherriff. Just needs to take 4 feet off here. Nice line.
This is it. Omar's on the trot. Much better pace on this.
He likes it.
It's good enough for shot, you would imagine. Right back to it. Well played, Aron Sherriff. He's holding game once again.
Nathan Wilson, 1 yard of weight on his last. Just hit that line, feel the weight. Needs to promote his own or get to that last bowl of Aron Sherriff's. Well, he's got a little, he did get a little shave off the front. A little tap of the leg from Aron Sherriff, great sportsmanship. Doesn't take much to just give you a little legged clip. So.
Great response. Chance to promote. In the end, sliding by for shot. Last chance for Omar on this end.
Likes it out of the hand.
This is very close. Is it going to get down? Just needs to get down any. Oh, he's hanging off again. The show goes on.
The crowd, oh, riding every bowl.
I think they want to see more. I mean, I imagine if you're neutral, it doesn't matter who wins, but they just want to see more bowls. This is the last game of 2 massive weeks of action here on the Gold Coast.
And Nathan Wilson, his leave just happened to fall this time of year, so he thought, why not have a bit of a game of bowls while he's up here. Didn't have any intention to come up and play bowls this winter. So he took his leave, brought the family up, and finds himself in an Australian Open singles final. Having a ball, he said. Hasn't been up here for 6 years.
How's the speed on this one?
Needs connection.
A little bit up.
He's got
That's
it.
well played. Well done, Nathan. He's fighting hard. He's going to need every ounce of grit and determination.
Such a well-weighted shot to promote for a second. So trailing by 8. Aron just needs to win an end to seal it.
The advantage Aron Sherriff now has is that he will have forever the last bowl of every single end until he scores that final one. So Nathan Wilson just needing to keep applying the pressure. First bowl's probably key. Gone back to this longer length end.
Forehand it is. Almost ditch to ditch. It's a pretty handy start from Nathan Wilson.
Wilson clan looking on. If you talk about fighters and gritty performers, Aron Disco Wilson is the king of it.
Definitely. Yeah, Aron Wilson, one of the best scrappers I've ever seen in the game of bowls.
Some response from Aron.
Sometimes you got to reach into your kit bag, win the game any way you can. I think the key here for Nathan Wilson, just got to keep giving every bowl a chance, looking to sit, trail, move things.
Yeah, Aron Sherriff nailed the line right in front. 5 or 6 inches or so, sitting up pretty well for him at the moment.
He'll be conscious not to build a target here, Aron. He knows Nathan's got a great weighted shot on him.
It's pretty good.
Something in behind's really good.
Aron just still backing himself on the draw. Like to see it though, he's still on with a trot, still backing himself.
Great body language here. He likes this Nathan Wilson.
This is an Aron Wilson knee lean. This is a very good shot. Just has to fall in. Oh, he's got it.
Special from Nathan Wilson.
He's starting to find his mojo.
Yeah, is it too little too late?
This needs to hold. This needs to hold.
Oh, he's fallen out. I mean, you take any way at the moment to get this title. It's still 1 to Nathan Wilson.
So the guy they call Dogger, he's looking to just add another here, forehand.
Oh, Aron, he's got it surrounded. He doesn't have shot, but he's got the next best 3.
So Nathan's starting to really enjoy the challenge and feel right at home out there now. And that's all you can do. Try and just take that scoreboard out of the equation. Play within your means.
It's almost got that nothing to lose feel about it at this point.
What's the body language saying? A bit tentative. Is it a blocker?
Well,
it's not bad if it is.
it's actually pretty decent, but I don't think Aron will play that weight anyway. I think Aron will just sort of look to play that 6 to 10 feet.
Yeah, he's famous for those kind of, you know, they're hard, but
hard weight,
he's such a class act at playing that shot is what has been known for. Big breath in.
Okay, this for the championship forehand, so he's playing decent size weight.
He's got nothing to lose, anything up through it here.
Needs a clear run at it.
Oh, he's got it. He's done it.
And he will take number 7. 4 Australian Open singles titles in a row for Aron Sherriff. Has not lost a game on this stage for over 1,400 days, and he's done it once again. 21 to 12, the final scoreline. And Broadbeach belongs to Omar Lintz.
Yeah, just too good. You know, it was probably not his most finesse performance, but he did enough and he played really well. Big credit there to Nathan Wilson getting all the way to the final. Love the family support. Wife Amanda, kids Connor and Zoe. So proud of their dad. What a moment. One of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, and he owns this rink here at Broadbeach.
The Aron Sherriff story just continues to grow. Here he is with Barry Lester.
4 in a row, mate. Let's concentrate on that just to start with. I know you're very excited at the moment, but 4 in a row, you must be proud, buddy.
Oh, it's hard not to be in it. So, you know, such an amazing event. So hard to win one. To put 4 in a row. It's a fair few days in a row without getting defeated and against great opposition. You know, we've got carpet greens, slow greens, quick greens, all the different elements in our sport. You know what it's like, Snelly, and yeah, to be the king of that for 4 years in a row is it's pretty awesome.
And what about what about preparing for an event like this? The fact that you can stay home, be around the family, you come into the club, do a little
Bit of work. What's it mean to you to know that you've got that support around you every day throughout the event?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Yeah, I know what it was like the first couple of times I come up here when I was still living in New South Wales, and yeah, the party, the you know, all the stuff that you can do up here on the Gold Coast, it sort of gets in the way of the event. So now that I'm up home, go sleep in my bed every night and all that sort of stuff, yeah, it's definitely made it a lot easier.
And to do it in front of your home crowd, obviously you've got the support of all the staff and everyone here. You walk the hallways every day at work knowing everyone's got your back must be super important and to help you and be a key ingredient to get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose the best thing I've done in my career is surround myself with amazing people. So, when times are tough, you need really good people around you to prop you up, and when times are good like the moment, you need really good people that love to party with you. So I've got plenty of them. This beach club's changed me around, changed my life in regards to my bowls, and just made me a bit more relaxed. And I'm a very lucky man.
And Nathan Wilson, he's hasn't been up here for a while. It's his first event since 2019. I know you know Nathan, you know the family very well. You must be proud of him. He's a new dad, he's a husband now. It must be good to have a game against Nathan and see him back on the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a bit of a wildfire when he was younger. It was really exciting and out there, but he's had a family, he's matured, he's a great guy, and let's see him in a Victorian shirt again soon, eh?
Yeah, good call. Well, let's give a big round of applause for Aron Sherriff for number 7.
We can kick back and enjoy the celebrations tonight. Aron Sherriff, another AO title, number 4. That's got to feel good, Lindsay.
Oh, look, I've won 1, and I know how amazing that was, but to do 4 and 4 in a row, with the size of these fields and the quality of the field as well, over 1,300 men, and he's the last one standing again. The number of days that he's unbeaten will extend for another 360-something odd now. It's a crazy, crazy feat, and what a talented player, and so much support. The Broadbeach locals, they love him around here, and just great to see. What a great story.
He knows these greens well, working for Broadbeach. And another one in the books. It's just history really in the making.
Yeah, definitely, Liam. And I think whatever was going to happen today was going to be history. Nathan was going to be the man, or Omar goes again.
Let's have a look at our drink-wise moment of the match. We're just counting them up as well with members of the crowd. That's what happens when you win 4 on the trot. Here it is. This is how he got it done, Lindsay.
Oh, look, you were waiting, I think, for this moment. It was, probably not the standard, but Nathan asked every question. Omar had 3 seconds. Here it is, the winning bowl, and he plays it. Everything surrounded. Aron Sherriff wins his 4th title in a row. So relieved, so happy, so grateful, and so emotional. What a moment.
He was able to stand up when it mattered, Omar. There were times where I thought maybe just the nerves could be getting to him a little bit. No, when it mattered, he was able to stand up. Let's go to a short break, and after this, we'll have a look at the presentations to wrap up the 2025 Australian Open here on the Gold Coast. Aron Sherriff getting it done for 4 singles titles in a row. Welcome back to the 2025 Australian Open here. Aron Sherriff getting it done for his 4th straight title in the men's singles here at Broadbeach. To wrap it all up, let's throw it on over to our very own Lindsay Clark with the presentations to round off a fantastic fortnight here on the Gold Coast.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to stand before you to crown the 2025 Australian Open Women's Pairs and Blue Ribbon Men's Singles Champions. We have just witnessed a fitting conclusion to the world's biggest and richest bowls event here on the sunny Gold Coast. An event of this magnitude would simply not be possible without the generous support of valued partners. So I would like to sincerely thank Bowls Australia's partners for their support, including Tourism and Events Queensland, Experience Gold Coast, Australian Sports Commission, Australian Institute of Sport, Commonwealth Games Australia, Puma, Right at Home, Audica, Drinkwise, Aero Bowls, Titanium Caravans, MacMax, BCIB, Tripadeal, Original Mattress Factory and Palm Lake Resort. Before the presentations occur, I would like to make special mention and acknowledgement of Tourism and Events Queensland and Experience Gold Coast for their integral support of the 2025 Australian Open. I would like to now welcome experienced Gold Coast Executive Director of Events, Avril Harris, to the lectern to speak briefly on behalf of the Australian Open's valued partners.
Thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight on behalf of Experience Gold Coast and the City of Gold Coast and our partner Tourism and Events Queensland. We have been a long-standing partner of this amazing event and we're really proud to be celebrating 10 years on the Gold Coast this year and seeing the return of this event next year to our beautiful city as well. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank the team at Bowls Australia, particularly Matthew, Aidan and Andrew. They have done an extraordinary event again this year, so please join me in congratulating Bowls Australia and the team. This year we had over 3,500 entrants here over the last 2 years, I think from 15 different countries, which just again reinforced this amazing event, a leading event in the sport across the world. So thank you to everyone who has travelled internationally and nationally to be here over the last two weeks. But a particular mention to the 15 clubs. This event wouldn't be possible without the volunteers and the clubs across the Gold Coast that make this event happen. So please join me in thanking the 15 clubs as well. So congratulations to everyone over the last 2 weeks. Congratulations to these amazing athletes that are who have competed this afternoon in 2 extraordinary matches. So congratulations and thank you again.
Thank you, Avril. I now welcome Bowls Australia President Ian Evans to the lectern.
Yeah, thanks, Lindsay. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a tremendous honour to stand before you today as we bring the 2025 Australian Open to its final conclusion here on the sensational Gold Coast in what is the 180th year of bowls in Australia. Today's final, the women's pairs and the men's singles have provided a fitting climax to what has been an exceptional fortnight of competition. Our finalists have demonstrated incredible talent, determination and composure under pressure, which is a credit to themselves, their clubs and their sport. I take the opportunity to acknowledge the presence of World Bowls President Brett Riley and CEO Neil Dalrymple to what is the world's biggest and richest bowls event. Great to have you here, guys, supporting the event. What makes the Australian Open truly special is not just the elite level of competition, but its inclusive spirit. This is a tournament like no other in Australian sport, one where bowlers of all backgrounds, all abilities and all ages come together on the same stage. The Australian Open features a uniquely open format with under-18s, over-60s, open and para events all taking place alongside each other. It's one of the very few events in the world where you'll see juniors, club legends, rising stars, international champions and para-athletes competing side by side, often on the same green. Indeed, that's what makes our sport so special. Bowls is for everyone, no matter age, ability or experience, and this tournament brings that to life in such a powerful way. On behalf of Bowls Australia, I want to thank every player who competed in this year's event and contributed to yet another record year of attendance. We have over 4,000 entrants in this year's event from over 15 countries from around the world. I also want to take the opportunity to thank all the volunteers and all the club personnel in our 14 clubs that helped put on this event. We couldn't do it without the support of the local clubs, and it's really important that we acknowledge and thank the volunteers and club personnel for putting on the event. I also want to extend a heartfelt thanks to our major supporters, including Tourism Events Queensland, Experience Gold Coast, and to the many commercial partners, volunteers and clubs who helped deliver another world-class tournament. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the Bowls Australia staff, Matthew Kennedy as CEO, Aidan Howe as Events and Competition Manager, Aidan Davis, the General Manager of Partnerships and Promotions, and their teams. It takes a full 12 months to plan this event. It is a sensational event. Some of the staff have been here 18 days straight away from their families, and I really, on behalf of the board and the whole bowls community, want to acknowledge Matthew, Aidan and Andrew and their teams. Please thank them. Congratulations again to our champions and finalists and all who took part. We look forward to welcoming you back here at the Australian Open, returns to the sensational Gold Coast in 2026. Until then, thank you for supporting Bowls in Australia.
Thank you, Ian. We will now crown the final champions of the 2025 Australian Open with their medals, trophies and cheques presented by Avril and Ian. Firstly, to our 2025 Australian Open Women's Pairs silver medalists, presented by Ian. Please congratulate, from Malaysia, Nurul Ayani Jamil and Emma Friani Saroji. Now to the winners of the gold medal, presented by Avril. Please congratulate the women's pairs winners, Selena Goddard and Chloe Stewart. I'll call upon one of the girls to make a short speech.
Yep, the one with the voice will come and speak. So Chloe's unwell at the moment, by the way. So just want to thank Bowls Australia for an incredible event and running the Australian Open. It's one of a kind, bringing so many people from around the world together. Thank you to all of the host clubs on the Gold Coast for having us, all the volunteers, all the staff members. I would love to extend this thank you as well to Emma and Kaka. Incredible sportswoman, absolutely amazing. Just a real privilege to be able to play a final like that. Also, well done to Omar Dogger on an incredible singles final as well. To get to this stage is no small feat. And lastly, Chloe, you're a champion. Yeah, my tall to my short. Thank you so much for an incredible event. And to everybody back at home, everybody who came here to support us, thank you very much and look forward to returning.
Thanks, Selena. And now the winners will receive their trophy and $8,000 cheque. So now to this afternoon's encounter, presented by Avril. Please put your hands together for our men's singles silver medalist, Nathan Wilson. And finally, to the winner of the coveted singles gold medallion, presented by Ian. Please congratulate the 2025 men's singles winner, Aron Sherriff. I'd like to call upon Aron to make a brief speech.
Thanks, Linny. Yeah, what can I say? Amazing couple of weeks here on the Gold Coast. 4 in a row, pretty special. 7 in total. I'm just sort of blown away. But as I sort of said earlier, I've been lucky. I've surrounded myself with amazing people who have stuck with me thick and thin and looked after me. So to those people, my parents at home, my brother and sister, obviously wife Amanda, Zoe, Connor, Liz and Laney, all the crew, thank you so much. To everybody that puts up with my crap at times and you know, goes through the highs and the lows, and I really, really appreciate that. To my partners, to Aero, thank you so much for the equipment. I love using it. And happy anniversary to Walter and Sharon today also. To Niagara, to Ace, Sunnies, to Broadbeach Bowls Club, the greatest club in the universe. Thank you for all your support. Thanks for looking after me. Well done to Dogger. As we touched on, he's had a bit of time away from the game. Beautiful family. I think he's signalled he's back, and also what I said earlier was let's see him in a Vic shirt again. I think it's been too long since he's played for Victoria, so let's get him back in there and representing the big V. I don't know if I've forgotten anyone, but I'm sure the Bulls are going to have a party tonight, and I'm looking forward to that. So thank you very much. Safe travels home, everyone. Cheers.
Thanks, Aaron. And now our champion will receive his trophy and $15,000 cheque.
Oh, yeah. Sort of taking up residence at my house.
Finally, we would like to recognise and congratulate the player of the tournament who accumulated the most amount of national player ranking points during the event and is awarded a $1,500 cheque presented by Avril. Please acknowledge the outstanding performance of Dawn Heyman with 155 points. Well done, Dawnie. Congratulations to all our finalists and indeed competitors here at the 2025 Australian Open on the Gold Coast. Thank you for your support of bowls in Australia, and we hope to see you all again when the Australian Open returns to the Gold Coast in Queensland in June 2026.
Congratulations, our victors there. And another fortnight, another Australian Open, Barry, in the books.
Yeah, who would have thought 20 years ago we started down there in Victoria and we've come this far, and Aron Sherriff's won 7 of those singles, so it's an amazing effort. But this event just goes from strength to strength, and it's great to be a part of it.
Sure does, and Dawn Heyman there coming away with the player of the tournament. That's great to see as well, topping off her singles title yesterday.
Yeah, such a consistent player in so many disciplines, and it's great to see her rewarded, and best wishes to her moving forward with her career and quest to try and make that Commonwealth Games team.
Let's look at our titanium moment of the night, and it came in the women's pairs. And this was the moment that forced it into a tiebreak.
Yeah, it was a massive shot, because this, I said it might go to an extra hand, and this has pretty much created that opportunity. And yeah, out of the hand, I said she's given it a chance. She comes down, trails the jack, and all of a sudden, it's game on, holding championship. And that was definitely the shot of the day under that circumstances, to go from match down to holding championships. A great shot, Emma.
And then Chloe able to cut out 3 and then put it back to a tiebreak where they got it done with a 4 to come away with their first pairs title between them, Selena and Chloe. Linz, it's been a terrific week, terrific fortnight, and great to bring it to everyone around the country on broadcast. Well done to Aron with 4 in a row.
It's just fantastic. I mean, you don't want to be anywhere else in June. If you're a bowler, a bowl supporter, a fanatic, a new person to bowls, get to the Gold Coast, the best 2 weeks of the year.
It's been stunning. One last look at that beautiful Gold Coast skyline, and it caps off 10 straight years of hosting the Australian Open here on that Sunshine Strip. It's been a pleasure to bring it to you. Liam Ellison, Barry Lester, Lindsay Clark with you from all our hard-working team behind the scenes as well. Thank you very much for joining us throughout the last couple of days. Congratulations to our victors on the Gold Coast for the 25 Australian Open.